Nakuru.
Now, over 500 school-going girls fled from their homes in Migori County to escape the wrath of female genital mutilation, a retrogressive cultural practice that is still rampant in the area. During this long closure of schools, several learning institutions have been serving as rescue centers for these girls. But as Serfin Chieng now reports, anti-FGM crusaders, some of whom have been running those centers, are worried about the danger that awaits those girls when they return home to create space for learners in those schools.
Migori County is home to over 1.1 million people, mostly from the Suba, Luo, and Kuria communities. Apart from its reputation as an economic hub, it is also known for a high prevalence rate of female genital mutilation. The sleepy villages often awakened by traditional songs chanted during the traditional celebrations of FGM. A procedure involving the partial or total removal of the external part of the female genitalia, thinly veiled as a cultural requirement for girls to transition into womanhood. A decades-long practice that has left thousands of girls in this community scarred physically and psychologically, a vice that is forcing girls to flee from their homes. At Taranganya Girls Boarding Primary in Kehancha, we meet about 200 girls who defied the odds and escaped the cut. Saumu Chacha, not her real name, is 19 years old. Ordinarily, at her age, she would have undergone the cut, but after experiencing firsthand what her sisters went through under the blade, she decided that her story must be different.
Mimi ndo msichana wa sita, tuko wa saba, na katika familia wasichana wengine walilazimishwa wakakeketwa, na vile naona maisha yao haiendi sawa. Na hapa katika Wakuria, msichana anapokeketwa, kitu ya kwanza yenye anaweka mbele ni kuoleka, aolewe, awapee ng'ombe ili wasomeshe vijana. Ndio maana sitaki nikeketwe.
A decision that this 15-year-old girl, whom we shall call Mary Mwita to protect her identity, also took. Mary is among the lucky few to have had the support of her parents in her strong opposition to FGM. But existing in a society that advocates for the vice has not been easy.
Community ndo wanataka tutairiwe, ndo wananiforce nitairiwe, but mimi sitaki. Wananitusi sana juu mimi sijakeketwa.
Saumu and Mary are among the over 500 girls being hosted in about 7 rescue centers in Migori County. They are happy to have gotten a second home, a place where they are accepted and molded into women of value without a shade of blood. Their fate, however, hangs in the balance because as schools reopen in under 2 weeks, they will be forced to go back home, back to the very community they ran away from.
Nile tu shule imewahi kufunguliwa, but hatungependa kwenda nyumbani. Yaani tunahudumiwa sana hata kuliko nyumbani. Tunafundishwa mambo ambayo yanaweza kutusaidia katika maisha yetu.
Sasa hizi Kuria tumekuwa na zaidi ya rescue centers, rescue spaces kama 7 msimu huu wa kiketaji ambao zimeweza kuchukua zaidi ya wasichana 512. Sasa matatizo ambayo tunakumbana nayo ni kwamba njia ya kuwarudisha nyumbani. Bado wazazi wao ngali wako na mauchungu kwa sababu hawajaweza kutimiza lengo ambalo walikuwa wametipangia kwa wasichana wao.
According to Tobias Marwa, an anti-FGM activist in Migori County, retrogressive cultural beliefs have been their biggest impediment in winning the war on FGM.
Ingawaje kumekuwa na dhana za jamii kwamba pengine msichana asipokeketwa hatafanya majukumu 1, 2, 3, lakini tumejaribu kuiangazia tukapata kwamba tu hiyo ni dhana tu ambazo hazina mzingi, ni dhana zisizokuwa na maana ambazo ukijaribu kuziangalia zimefanya jamii ya Kuria imebaki nyuma sana.
The men in every community are the one to make decisions. So if the men in the community who make decisions also are yet to make actually the final declarations of the entire community to say that no to FGM. So they still have a lot of FGM happening in Migori.
Betty Samburu is the county's chief officer in charge of education, gender, youth, sports, culture and social services. While she acknowledges the progress made to curb the vice, she admits that a worrying high number of girls are still at risk.
When we come to communities that are practicing FGM, Koreans in Migori being one of them, at least according to the study that was done by one of the organizations, ADRA, they found that 8 out of 10 children or girls are at risk of undergoing FGM.
The stakeholders, however, sustain their optimism that through a collaborative approach, they can save the girls one after another.
The county has continuously supported through the gender department to reach these girls where they are, through churches, through the community-based groups.
Tumekubaliana na serikali kwamba tushirikiane, sababu sisi kama shirika hatuna nguvu za kulazimisha wazazi kuchukua watoto hawa, lakini sasa ni jukumu la serikali kuhakikisha kwamba hawa watoto wamerudi nyumbani kwao wakiwa salama.
Meanwhile, for Saumu and Mary, they not only know where the shoe pinches most, but also what relief is needed.
Kuna familia zingine zenye hawajiwezi nyumbani, wasichana wana moyo wa kusoma, lakini kwa sababu hakuna uwezo, wanaona ni heri waende wakeketwe waoleke. Sasa ningependa serikali itusaidie kwa hilo, upande wa karo ya shule, wenye wana moyo wa kusoma wasome.
Ningependa pia wazazi wanaonisikiliza wakaweze kusimama pamoja na sisi, watushike mkono kabisa, ili tuweze kuachana na hizi vitu kabisa, na uweze kutunga mkono, tuweze kusoma kwa bidii, pia sisi tuwe viongozi wa kesho.
That dream, however, can only turn into a reality if communities unite to put a stop to female genital mutilation, a vice that is robbing innocent girls of their future. Safin Achieng Oma, Citizen TV.
All right, on that note, we take our first short